So let's not wait any longer. We can put our hands together for what is certainly going to be one of the best matches of the day. It's going to be Al Hacker against Ettorito.
For the final time in the console group stages here at the AC Milan Club Event Finals in the eFootball Championship 2025, we see Ettorito and Al Hacker take the stage to round up proceedings here in group play. Everything still to be decided in this group, and I'm almost disappointed that Semra, for the first time ever, Alex, did not ask us which match we were most looking forward to. I think we both would have been unanimous. It was this one. And the fact that we still have everything to play for means that we could see cinema, box office, every adjective under the sun unfold in front of us between these two true greats of the game.
No, definitely. No, the rules are clear. No one of these two, either Saif or Ettorito, can lose this last match. No, that pressure is real because at the end of the day, you want to go through, secure your spot into the grand final, and that is winning this last match. They know each other, they know how good the other is, and there will be a battle to see who is the one putting more intensity, more accuracy on their passes, action, and the one normally conceding less mistake will be the one winning. So we'll see. That's the expectation, but the reality is all differs, no, from that on paper rule that we can set. Somehow that will be a so fun game to watch. The best from the best, the Jordan Saif Al Hacker and the Italian 3 times world champion Ettorito97.
One of the eFootball greatest of all time players, Ettorito97, 27 years of age, up against Saif Al Hacker, a man that wants to join him in that same sentence, in the same breath of Ettorito. His gameplay definitely speaks to that. His accolades are quickly joining the ranks of Ettorito as well. So this one will be, well, it'll be
possession versus possession. Wow,
it'll be crazy. We will be analysing every
amazing.
Tiny little detail of this one, and I personally feel very grateful that we have the front row seats.
Let's see who wants the most to be at the grand final and to leave the trophy. Here
you have to
we
think
go.
As well, Alex, it's not just a case of finishing the group off strongly. You have a chance to potentially be knocking your opponent out of contention of the final later.
100%.
So here we go. Saif Al Hacker in the home Milan strip up against Ettorito97 in the all grey, attacking this left-hand goal to start our match number 6.
I will expect to see a lot of pressure, try to force a mistake on their opponents. And let's see how they connect kinda set pieces as this one. Ettorito playing on short. Oh, failing the pass. Oh, the rebound is his favor.
Felix, but sometimes destiny is just in your favor. And Rafael Leao strikes first here for Ettorito. Just 4 minutes gone. And it's lucky, it's unlucky, whatever you want to say. It was just destined to find João Felix there.
Yeah, especially after that rebound, Saif hasn't enough time or resources to defend the action. Well performed by Ettore, and that thing happens. Without that much time played, it's Ettorito leading. And now, as we saw on game 2, Saif need to turn over the score. We'll see. Yeah, he can't believe it, obviously. Here we go.
Cannot believe it. 5 minutes gone. And it is Ettorito 1, Al-Haka 0.
Look at that clear, almost going to Tammy Abraham with the header.
Well,
Mike Maignan.
He came a long way, didn't he? And this pressure from Ettorito is absolutely ruthless. Loftus-Cheek, no red shirt around him just yet. Double touch,
No.
out of play.
No room to go over there. Great defense by Saif Al-Haker.
I'm just hearing from around the grounds, Henriquinho has won his match against Kazuya. So that puts all of the pressure on one of these two. Depending on goal difference, depending on head-to-heads, it depends on a lot of things. That's how close things are here at the AC Milan Club Finals. We promise you drama.
Now this game will be really open with action on both sides. This isn't decided yet, 100%.
First chance to see Al-Haka moving the ball forward. Nice footwork there. He said in the interview when his dribbling is going for him, Alex,
that
he
control
definitely
preparing.
feels a lot more comfortable.
The knock-on. We haven't seen knock-on perform already. It is so difficult because it takes some time, and a nice pressure by the defender. Cool. Regained that ball easily. But now we saw the long ball. Kyle Walker with the header sending the ball to Mike Maignan quickly going forward, looking for Tammy Abraham.
Ettorito not happy with just the one goal lead. He never is.
Look at Malik Thiaw is so strong. It is beating so easy. Loftus-Cheek. The ones who are familiar playing with AC Milan knows that Loftus-Cheek with that huge body power is so difficult to beat him physically.
20 minutes gone in match number 6.
Nice combination. Advantage for now for Saif inside the box.
It's Ruben Loftus-Cheek here, near side, beats the first man, wants to try and beat the second.
Nice predict.
Chukwueze cannot get there before the defender clears.
It's getting better. Saif Al-Haker now into the match. When we saw the final score, Henriquinho won 5-2 over Kazuya.
Goal difference now. +3 to Henriquinho's tally.
Right.
I'll put the pressure on these two. Leao over the top towards Abraham. No funny business at the back. Straight into the hands of Mike Maignan.
Oh, great recovery by Ettore.
The pressure.
Looking to Rafael Leao. Is Skywalker in a fashionable way to clear the ball and send the counter. But you need to win the header, and it seems to be a really difficult task for the striker here against such a big defenders as Malik Thiaw, Tomori, etc.
15 minutes until half-time. And it's an interesting part of the game that a lot of people maybe overlook. It is having that big man up front. Tammy Abraham seems to be the noted target man, if you will, to win that long ball. Leao, I think, was offside. Ettorito rightly bringing him back onto the right side of the defence. That's a big mistake, though, from Al-Haka. That invites Ettorito forward. Look at Leao. He's broken past his man. Tries to go inside.
Positioning
That's
by Saif.
Positioning pays dividends. Potentially still alive as Loftus-Cheek gets his feet on the ball. Looking for a long ball. Back to him now.
No
it's
way.
off the frame. Leao can't get it in either.
Now the lucky goes to Saif Al-Haker that has survived to that great attempt on target by Ettorito, and now goes quickly with the counter.
They are playing at a frenetic pace. No time to breathe following those two good chances for Ettorito. Al-Haka looking to bring it forward.
Nice double touch.
Really nice indeed. Loftus-Cheek travels with the ball, but has
he
to worry
regained
for
the ball.
company,
No,
but I think the referee's seen a foul.
he was trying to be peaky with that shoulder charge, but was too much, according to the referee, awarding with a fault. Kicked by Mike Maignan, looking for Tammy Abraham, but seems to be again and again so impossible to win those headers. Rafael Leao. Now the chance by Saif Al-Haker, would love to turn around, looking for a teammate to go through. Look at those two lines that Ettorito is putting in right now with the blue board. The pass in is Leao!
pushed around the frame of the goal.
Great save.
Really good save and
great chance so far.
impressive
Nice
chance,
try.
yeah.
Nice try.
Nice awareness with
That matchup, it was in favor of Tammy Abraham with Walking in a wrong position.
being able to head that ball down.
He dragged defenders out of the position so well.
Maybe would have gone for goal there with the Englishman, but to knock it back for the more favourable chance, that's the type of maturity and high-level play you're seeing between these two.
Playing short.
Blinders here for Al-Hacker as Abraham has a queue of players waiting for it. That's good vision into Leao. Oh, can't get it past anyone. And Manyan again.
What a critical opportunity for Saif. He caught 2-3 times to score. One first block, that pass back, another block, and then for third time. Manyan.
Any other day, that's 3 goals.
Really? Yeah, it is. Another corner kick for Saif. Now Ettorito having a hard time not to consider a goal in this moment of the game.
Corner at the end of the first half. Oh, Abraham has tried to latch onto it. This one could go anywhere.
And seems to be that he will survive to that moment.
Oh.
And we will get to the dressing room with the score and the lead of Ettorito just by 1 goal. And what it is, a sensational match with action on both sides. Ettorito, that was really scored to score the second one. And then the last 5 minutes were completely for Saif. That was really, really close to get equalizer. Joao Felix now gets in. And Santiago Jimenez, I guess, if I'm not wrong, for Saif. They're usually doing those substitutions at the halftime. 45 minutes left. Harry, on you.
Saw 7 shots in that first half between these two greats. So you almost get the feeling that Ettorito is riding his luck a little bit based on how the goal went for him and also how his defence has put in a real heroic shift to keep Al-Hacker out, and they've swapped sides now, so Al-Hacker still in the AC Milan home strip, will now be attacking from right to left, and this is Ettorito on the warpath, and Abraham wins the header in front of Manyan and scores. It puts Ettorito up 2-0. There's no luck about this, Alex. This is pure skill.
No, definitely, it's pure skill and in a perfect timing, no? When Saif was having the best feeling so far with the game, with the gameplay, that pass for Loftus-Cheek is simply sensational. That timing in the middle of the defender and the goalie to clinch that wonderful header, 2-0. And it's a massive shot now for Saif, who was trying so hard to get closer, but well, it's not over. It's not over so far.
It's not indeed. One thing is for sure, as it stands, Ettorito would be punching his ticket into the console grand final. As for Al-Hacker, we would have to wait and see what our competition operators here say. Of course, there's all kinds of permutations, goal difference, head-to-head. It's not for us to say. We have to wait and see exactly.
Yeah, and Saif needs to score a goal to get closer, to put some pressure on Ettorito, and now
that's right.
We'll try to minimize the mistakes building up from back. That's why we are seeing most usually more clear than normally. I will put some extra pressure on Saif, that now need to be super accurate on his build-up play.
Let's see if that accuracy is going to play into his advantage. He's very inaccurate with that one. We heard a groan from the stage. Really not happy, the Jordanian, how he's putting passes together at this moment in time. We've crossed the 1 hour mark.
No fault
here in match number 6.
I thought yes, that was pretty close to be a goal with a fault by the referee. Oh, great prediction.
That's a mistake. As Leao now inside, look at that footwork. He has so much time and space, and his dribbling maybe a little bit too much, allowed the recovery.
Yeah, it took so much time. Those extra, maybe the second double touch was too much. Great job by Malik Thiaw, by Saif, and now he's trying to be more direct but seems to be not the best scenario so far to go through the Ettorito defenders.
Still turning the screw here is Ettorito, as Leao is there with the header back towards Felix. Who can he find in the middle? Drag back to Leao! Off the defender. Al-Hacker on the ropes.
That finesse dribbling is so OP in eFootball right now.
Especially when you put it in the hands of the three-time world champion.
Finally leave the pressure. Saif now connecting with Joao Felix, the pull through. Santiago Jimenez, the cancel. Great save.
First real chance I think we've seen from Al-Hacker here in the second half at the very least, and look how much time has ticked down in the second half. We're 15 minutes away.
I was asking for substitution inside me. Was like, when the substitution will happen? And finally, with 17 minutes left, 2 extra substitution, Pulisic and Musa for Saif Al-Hacker, which now will try to go through, to go hype up the pitch, accumulating more players instantly, opening the positioning of Rafael Leao, SS for Christian Pulisic. So that will become to be a 4-2-4 tactic for Saif Al-Hacker. And let's see if Ettorito can save the score. 2 goals up, but in front, a really great version of Saif Al-Hacker.
He will have to show his very best here, because Ettorito has been at his. 2-0 is the lead, and it would be enough to see the Italian into the final, and he wants to make it 3.
Oh, the mistake.
Oh, Pulisic into Jimenez! It is 3! Right on cue, Ettorito is into the grand final. What can you say, Alex? What can you say?
Well, it's a common situation and this kind of intense matches, no? Saif wanted to go hype up the pitch too quickly, not concerned about the pressure of Ettorito. Christian Pulisic regaining that ball in that position, leave a completely open scenario to Santiago Jimenez to score the 3rd one and to say GG. Not happy definitely Saif about the situation, but let's see if finally stands still on his favor and maybe he goes through the grand final as well. That could be a rematch with Ettorito later on.
You're just hearing so many groans from Al-Hacker on the stage. He cannot seem to piece anything together. A lot of mistakes coming from his side, either forced or unforced. Whether they're in his hands, out of his hands, we're not too sure. Would love a penny for his thoughts at this moment in time, but the situation remains as is. Ettorito 3, Al-Hacker 0, and well, Ettorito wants to put on a show here. Jimenez tries a bit of a drag back pass, I think that was, but in the end is dispossessed. Time for Saif Al-Hacker, now in possession. Oh, it's just been so much pressing from Ettore here in this game. Al-Hacker has not had a single chance to breathe. Leao again is being harried and hurried by Kyle Walker. Will come at him again here, and this time successful on the tackle. 90th minute now. If there's a goal in it for Al-Hacker, it has to come in stoppage time. I mean, there's the second of 2 minutes ticked along for Fana into Jimenez. He can't get a touch on the ball, and the referee says that's enough. And I'm hearing and seeing the response by Henriquinho. I think he's done enough. I think Henriquinho has done enough to make the great escape possible.
I can't believe it.
I think with that result, Al-Hacker is out.
Damn, that's a massive, massive shot. If that confirmed later on. By the way, it was a really, really nice call by Ettorito. It was the typical match that I have suffered against him too many times in practice. Like, he didn't show up that much. He scored you at the very beginning. He scored you right after the halftime. And then it's not possible to face that situation. So far, it was a really good performance so far for Saif. Unlucky at the end with that especially situation with the first goal. Then he wasn't able to materialize his chances. Look at this one for Ettorito that I was 90% has to be scored. He didn't. It was maybe a back-to-back, for that lucky situation at the beginning of the match. And then these 3 minutes was crazy for Saif. How many action, Harry?
And then following, of course, the corner, we saw, I think I said on the commentary, any other day, this could have been 3 different goals. None of them enough to see Al-Haka open his account in this match. So we enter the second half, still a relatively close game, but Ettorito surges into a lead thanks to that front post header by Tammy Abraham. That gives the man on your screen a nice 2-goal cushion, and I think that response, that reaction we just saw from Al-Haka kind of told the tale of his match there against Ettorito. It was frustrating. It was at times so unlucky. Another great chance here, saved by Manyan. More frustration from Al-Haka, and this one in the end was the dagger. Couldn't get the ball out quick enough. Jimenez, despite 2 men pressuring him, slides the left-footed strike home and sends Al-Haka home as well, I believe. Ettorito 3, Al-Haka 0. Semra, what have we just seen? That might be one of the most shocking games I think I've seen in eFootball professional history.
Of what actually that result could mean, as we were discussing the possibility of Henriquinho maybe still keeping his name in the ring for contention as a possible opponent in the grand final, and we're still working it out. But I think, as you were talking about and discussing, it very well could be the case that Al-Haka, unfortunately, is now going to be eliminated from the day's events following that defeat. Nice and tidy for Ettorito, however, 3 more points on the board. That's 7 for him in total, of course, as he now cruises his way into the grand final as one of the representatives for the console platform. And job done then. I mean, we obviously had been hoping for quite some time to see the resurgence of someone who has been such a prominent figure throughout so many years and what he has meant for eFootball. Well, Alex had hoped and said to him that potentially they'd be speaking together once more in the mix zone. Well, that wish did come true for you, Alex. I'd love to get the thoughts of the Italian Grandmaster.
Thank you, Sembra. It wasn't an ideal situation for you, Ettore. It was practically a semi-final versus Saif, no? The one losing was going to be kicked out for the competition. Saif was playing really good every single competition this year, as well this tournament. But you from the beginning was able to put your pace, your combination way better than on game 1 as the stage. How was that feels? How was that third game?
The third game, of course, was really hard. I know, and even him, that only a draw can save us. But of course, we play. This is esports, and this is the good and bad things of even sport in general. The game, I was lucky to score the first goal, and after I knew that just a draw would help me. He got nervous and tried to attack very fast. And I stayed calm. I scored the second goal. I get even comfortable with the game and with the speed. So yeah, I'm happy. And now let's see in the final.
Now let's see in the final. If my maths are not wrong, 6 years since we haven't seen you at the World Finals, mostly because the eFootball Pro competition. That could be you are 1 game ahead to be at your 9th time World Finals. You're the participant with more participation at the history. How it is for you, 15 years later from your first appearances, to be that close again to be at the World Finals?
Yeah, of course, it's a great achievement. I mean, I wish, and there is a funny things that you know that each 7 years I become world champion. So let's pray, and yeah. I will just try to do my best. It's just one game. You know, I know him. We even draw before the first match, so it will be really hard. And it's 50-50. Everyone can beat everyone. So yeah, let's see.